Hi everyone, it's Danny. Alrighty, in this video I will show you a few flower spikes and buds that I have forming right now on some orchids which I've never seen in bloom, and I'm quite excited about it. Now the buds and the sheaths you will see are quite tiny. They're a bit premature, I must say, but I just could not contain my excitement when I saw them, because I've been waiting around for quite a while for these orchids to bloom. Alrighty. So first off, the Dendrobium ochreatum. I already made a video on this dude saying that he is producing some nubbins which are growing at the moment, and hopefully this camera will focus. They are quite tiny little buds, but they are growing and forming. And yeah, thanks to you guys, I learned that this orchid is indeed a deciduous dendrobium. There isn't a lot of information on the internet, but thank you guys for the information and the input. So this little dude should be a beautiful yellow dendrobium orchid, which is fragrant, presumably, and produces tiny little yellow flowers, and I simply cannot wait for him to bloom. I received this orchid about a year and a half ago. It was a seedling, received it from my friend, an orchid friend, and yeah, it produced this longer cane, it seems, this year, which is capable of blooming, so I cannot wait to see this one. And then we have the Sederia japonica, which I'm absolutely crazy for, and if you've been a long-time subscriber, you might know her. I purchased her about a year and a half ago, or 2 years, I just don't remember. Quite a lot of time ago, and it didn't really do anything. It didn't produce leaves, it only produced roots, quite a lot of them, but other than that, nothing else. Also, it has this weird spotting on the leaves, which I can attribute, or I think I should attribute, to the media, because I do have the same behavior from other orchids in this media. In any case, I will not go into that subject, but I really didn't have my hopes high for this girl, and I actually picked it up to repot it. And then I saw this little thing forming, which I did not know initially if it was a root or a flower spike, but now that it grew a little bit, I think it is a flower spike. Certainly does not look like a root, and it is forming quite fast. So I'm absolutely excited about this one. Ever since I saw Saniti's videos on this orchid, I so wanted one of them. And I have another one which I received for my birthday from Schwerter, because I just wanted to purchase another one, and they decided to give me that one. So I have two of them, but luckily this one decided to produce a flower spike. I so hope it will produce flowers. Just so excited for this little girl. Then we have this Cadia orchid. I have her for a year and a half or two. Got her from somebody, and it was a division because I splitted the orchid and shared it with my orchid friend. I didn't make a lot of videos about it because it didn't do anything. It produced a cane which was smaller than the other ones, but then it produced this big cane. As you can see, she is quite a big Cadia orchid. I think the biggest one that I have, and it is producing some buds in this sheath, and I think you can see the shadow. It is supposed to be yellow with a little bit of red, but you can never be sure because she's annoyed. I have no idea what it is, but I cannot wait to see the flower, and if it's fragrant in any way, it will be fantastic if it's fragrant actually. So hopefully I can identify this one. I'm starting to really love Cadia orchids, so I'm very excited for this one. Then we have my little buddy here. If you don't remember this guy, he is a seedling, an Oncidium seedling that I purchased 2 years ago, yeah, from Malaysia. It has spent 3 weeks on the road, and I didn't know if it will survive. But it did survive actually, and it is producing a flower spike right now, and he is actually so tiny. So this is the first flower spike of this orchid's life. Oh, I think we're gonna have some sun today. He should be a Oncidium Sherry baby, but then again, you never know. I don't know, I might have a totally different thing, but in any case, I'm very excited to see this little flower spike. He will not have too many blooms, but yeah, I don't mind. I just want to see his little tiny flowers. I just love this little guy. He's actually been through quite a lot of bad things. So yeah, tiny little flower spike, which is producing 3 buds. Of course, the Phalaenopsis tetraspis orchid. Now, due to the fact that it was very cold and overcast lately, this flower spike, it is still green and nice, but it has stopped growing. I'm not necessarily worried because the blooming season for this orchid apparently is summer, in any case a warm climate. So I'm not really worried, but I just cannot wait to see it in bloom. So hopefully now that it's getting warmer, it will start to grow that flower spike again. And then we have the deciduous dendrobium, which is an osmum cross with something else. I just don't remember what. But I have the name tag somewhere. So this little dude did not bloom last year. I have it for a year and a half as well. And it did not have one single tiny root, this guy. And now it has produced some roots, but I need to repot it. In any case, it is trying to produce some buds this year. And hopefully you can see this one right here. There are just a few buds. I think 2 buds on this cane and another 2 on that cane. But I don't mind. I simply want to see his little flower. It is supposed to be fragrant and pinkish. So yeah, so happy about this guy. I have been waiting around forever for this dude because I just love dendrobiums. Speaking about dendrobiums, this is the Kingianum that I purchased 1 year ago, and it came with little buds forming, but due to the environment change, I believe they just stopped growing and withered away, and I was heartbroken. But this year I gave it a good winter rest, and it is forming a multitude of little nubbins and flower spikes. I hope they're not cakeys. So yeah, I think I will have quite a few flowers from this little dude. I just don't remember where the nubbins were. They seem to be everywhere, not necessarily all the canes, but I do have quite a lot of nubbins forming on this guy. He's supposed to be fragrant and pinkish in color and just beautiful. So yes, hopefully this spring will be very prolific for this guy. And of course, the Cymbidium orchid. It did not open its buds just yet, but they are quite fat. This is one of the flower spikes, and this is the second flower spike. I presume it's gonna be a light color in any case, but I don't know if it's fragrant or what the exact color is. It is very exciting. I did have a bud blast right here, but hopefully no more. So really looking forward for this guy. It is the first ever Cymbidium that I rebloom, which is nice. Again, I have him for about 2 years. It didn't bloom last year, but hopefully this year the flowers will make up for all the waiting. Okay, so this is about it. On the buds and flower spikes, I'm waiting for the most. There are quite a few others, but I already know how they look like, and hopefully springtime will bring even more flowers. In any case, I will keep you updated and let you know how things develop. Alrighty, so for the documentary of the day, I picked something quite special for you guys. In the description, you will find the links towards such a beautiful documentary. It is called Richard Hammond's Miracles of Nature. It is a very light documentary, very easy to follow and quite entertaining because it is presented by the one and only Richard Hammond from Top Gear. And if you love him, you will probably love this documentary as well. In any case, it is a must-watch if you just love nature. So check the description. You will find links towards all the 3 parts, which I encourage you to watch. They're breathtaking. And I hope you enjoyed this video as well. If you want to see more videos from me, just subscribe to my channel. You can leave me your questions and suggestions in a comment below. And thank you so much for joining. I will see you next time. Bye!